Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. If you're into creepy and weird, you already know what you're doing. You are a goon. You already know what you are. You are a goon. You already know what you're gonna be doing. Never mind, never mind, guys. Longer form content. I got a lot of videos to go through today. We're gonna get through all of them. I really react to the videos. I talk a lot. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? The goons already know because you're a goon. You'll have to interact with the video. That's the only way we're going to grow in the algorithm. You want more content like this, you got to do the interactions. TV gang, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Come on now. Come on now. Do the thing for us. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Yeah, let's get right into it. Longer form content. And it's going to be interesting.
I don't think there's a little bit of a coincidence with the Mandela effect and 1984 and the fact that they want to ban 1984, a book about a man with a job who literally their job is to go into the Ministry of Truth and change the information of the past in a way that citizens won't even fucking realize is being changed. And it's literally like describing the very real propaganda machine that exists today, and y'all just want to take the thing, the Mandela effect thing, and brush it off as like, ooh, funny, funny, hee-hee, little trend that we've been noticing for the past 10 years. Also, have we not realized any correlation between U.S. global affairs with like communist shit and then the United States all of a sudden getting involved in wars that they didn't really want to get involved in until they found out communism was involved? And to top it all the fuck off, they end the book 1984 with them literally torturing the dude. Them planting a spy in the form of course, a woman, and they had a little hidey spot, and Big Brother was still watching, and just as he got comfortable, they bust up in there, they took him, they tortured him, and they made him think that 2 + 2 = 5. Mans was so skinny, emaciated, and tortured that they convinced him that 2 + 2 = 5.
Yo, what the heck? Someone else has done this. 1 × 1 = 2. Is that what happened to him? Is that what happened to him? Teddy, they're telling it to you in plain sight. Wait a second. 1984 was the book Mandela Effects that were mentioned there. So I 100%, I believe Mandela Effect. I believe I come from Berenstein Bears. Guys, I was addicted to this book, and now it's different in my timeline. And I'm like, how is this possible? This isn't a ha-ha. I'm telling you for 100% truth. I'm telling you 100% truth. I'm knowledgeable. I'm addicted to books. Trust me. I won a vocabulary bee once. I don't know what that has to do with Berenstein Bears, though. But I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Spelling bee, not so good. Vocabulary bee, real good. Real good. Interesting. I haven't actually read the book 1984, but I've heard that there's a lot of references in there that are relatable to now. It's kind of like the movie Idiocracy. Don't you know? Don't you know? All right, interesting. Let's keep it going.
Man, I tell you what, the public is just getting weird this day and age. I look around and I realize that communism ain't coming, folks. It is here. Anyways, I'm gonna teach you how to go to the corporations and avoid poison as best as you can to put nutrients and calories into your body, because this is what we're conditioned to do as indoctrinated consumers, to go to the grocery store when we're hungry or we need supplies. Nobody here is thinking on the plane of how to get out of the rat race or how to improve their situation. Everybody just kind of, is in their own little zone. So right off the bat here we have fresh, local, but all of this stuff is filled with glyphosate and wax coatings and chemical pesticides irradiated so it's able to transfer from the farm fields to the store shelves and look appealing. The PLU number is the only evidence that you're going to have to arm yourself with discretion. That 4 is conventionally grown. That means that this is treated with pesticides. Those pesticides hurt your gut microbiome and contribute to a lot of disease. Those are published in peer-reviewed medical journals across the world. This is organically grown. You can tell by the PLU number. This is the best you can get, but you're still not going to arm yourself. You still have to scrub all of that topically applied pesticide. The lunch meat counter is full of nitrates. I've got a lot more stuff to say and share, so if you guys are interested, go to the link on my profile and get on my YouTube.
Yo, is it Bill Gates that's doing the peel stuff? I know his company. Oh, we're gonna make this food last months and everyone can keep eating and we're gonna have infinite food. Bioengineered food. Bioengineered food. Wow. This guy is definitely exposing the truths. You know what was crazy? He walks into that store, and I'm looking at all the other people in there. They look like zombies. Like they're like barely got anything in them. They're like, yeah, just moving it along. Is that NPC people? What's going on with them? What was going on there? Oh man, bunch of truths all over the place. Yes, eat better food, eat healthy food, eat the healthy poison. Hey, all the food around us is poison, so just find a better way to eat it. If you can scrub off the pesticides, hey, 100% scrub off the pesticides. Whatever you need to do. Some people do those vinegar baths, salt baths. I've heard it all. Do whatever feels right for you to eat the healthy poison. Everything's out to get us. We're the cockroaches that are going to survive. We're the goons. We know. We know exactly what's happening, and we know how to survive. That's the goal. That is the goal. And if you don't know, keep watching the videos. Then you'll figure it out. All right, let's keep it going.
Something about outside isn't the same anymore.
You guys, something very strange and sinister is going on. I can't put my finger on it. We are 6 months into the year. I mean, how is that even possible? The days is going by too fast. The months is going by too fast. The weeks is going by too fast. It's like the moment I go to sleep, I'm right back up again, going to work. And I just want to know who else feels this way, because this feeling is so weird. And then it's like outside doesn't feel real. The moment you step outside, you get this weird feeling, like this weird ass vibe. Outside does not feel real. It's like everything around us is fake. Everything is poison. The food, the water. I'm starting to feel like time did a reset. And I bet you it has something to do with certain... And then I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I just paid rent. I gotta pay rent again? Y'all, I feel like rent is due every 2 weeks now. I'm starting to feel like it's only 5 days in a month. Listen, whatever it is that's going on, something ain't right. Y'all better save this video, because something is not right.
Yo, I keep going outside all the time. Kyra just wants to go outside. She loves exploring. She's like, Teddy, I want to explore outside. Except instead of Teddy, she says Daddy. She used to say Dada. Now she's at Daddy. Things are improving over here. Her speaking skills are definitely setting in. And she says a lot more colors now. We're going to maybe have Kyra saying more than just hi to the goons. She loves saying hi. She loves saying hi and bye. Hi. Wait, I'm sorry. What was this? Yes, so the time is going faster. Time is going so fast you don't know. You can't keep track of it. Hey, you know who else can't keep track of it? That they need to invent their own time clock? Amazon. They're like, it actually is very difficult trusting other sources to keep track of time for us. We're just going to make our own time module, and we're going to put it on all the servers, and we're going to make sure our time sync is always happening, so we don't lose milliseconds in just trying to fetch time. Yeah, now they got their own time clock module. Sorry, IT brain. Time flies when you're having fun. I love to believe that, because trust me, I was a test proctor. I would literally watch the clock and sit there for 8 to 10 hour tests and just watch other people taking them. And it's quite a boring thing. And trust me, time wasn't not flying those 8 to 10 hours. It only flies when you're having fun. So this girl is definitely having fun, or she's hopping timelines a lot and she's having to pay rent every 2 weeks. Good thing the other persona is continuing to work in her timeline so she can make that happen. But in reality, I think everything's fine. Reality is still good. When I go outside, I still feel sane. Even when I'm inside recording with you guys, I feel sane. So, oh boy, she's just having really lots of fun. You know, weren't you a kid? Did you ever realize that? Oh, Teddy, time was so slow when I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult, everything's going flying. That's because you don't want to die. And don't worry. Death could be the passage. You don't know what the Egyptians wrote in that book. For entertainment purposes only. Don't do anything crazy now. I need the goons. We're going to all hop together. It's going to be great. Sorry, this turned into something dark. We're going to keep it going.
Now I understand why they're trying to destroy nature. You ever seen grass under a microscope? First time I seen the grass under the microscope, I said, shit, it looked like the grass is smiling. Let me find out the grass is more happier on this planet than we are. If the grass is smiling like this, we have no reason to ever be sad. Now that we know that the grass is always smiling, it make more sense when you take your shoes off and ground, our body get recharged. The happiness from the grass or the energy from the grass is traveling through the soles of our feet to recharge our body. It's a well-known fact that electrons actually move through your body when you start to ground. All this shit is starting to make sense. This is why they're spraying all these toxic chemicals on the grass. They know if they spray these chemicals on the grass, it makes the grass negative. And once we take our shoes off and we ground, those negative ions go to our body. Can't forget about trees. You ever wonder why they're always cutting down trees? Did you know that therapists actually suggest their patients to go hug a tree if you're stressed, depressed, any kind of mental illness? If you go hug a tree, it will take all your negative energy from you. Maybe that's why they're cutting down the trees, because the trees can actually help us. Not only that, trees have aura fields just like us, emotions just like us. If you have a high vibration energy when you go towards a tree, the tree is happy to see you. If you have a low vibration or you have bad intentions, the tree is sad to see you. Yes, the tree have an aura field just like us. He did studies and said this is actually the aura field of the tree. So now that we know that the grass is always smiling, the trees can remove all negative energy from us, it make more sense why they want to put us in these big ass toxic cities.
Yo, this is mind blowing. This is literally mind blowing. I'm telling you, there was a young Teddy once back in the day. He used to do the like button, and when he did, he would go around hugging trees. And now I'm starting to think, did I really need to do the like button to hug the trees? Maybe it was just hugging the trees that made me feel the way. Oh my god, I'm being mind blown. I didn't even know. By the way, when he showed us the grass thing, like what is like one side of the grass, like the soft side, and then the other side is like the prickly side. Like, where are these faces coming in from? I kind of want to know. You know how like blades of grass, like one side is smoother than the other? Is this the non-smooth side and the smooth side is just where? Or am I looking into a cut in the grass? I'm trying to see where these smiling faces are. But it is so cool to know that, hey, grounding, and then the what do you say, the aroma, the energy field or something behind the tree, the aura. He can show pictures of that. I 100% even heard that when plants are being cut, they give out like frequencies of like they're in agony and pain. So it's like, oh boy, these trees, those plants, they feeling everything. So be kind. What's even crazier is we recently got Kyra's shoes. You know, she's going up in the shoe size every month. I feel like it's a new shoe. But hey, that's a good thing. She's growing. She's doing the thing, and she's very good. She's very tall for her age and everything. But regardless, we put shoes on her, and she would go outside, literally take off the shoes and go hop into the grass. And I'm like, yo, I feel like I've seen her spinning randomly. I see her taking off her shoes to go into the grass. Back in the day when she wasn't even walking, you tried to put her in the grass, she wouldn't even want to touch the grass. Now she's all about going to the grass, touching the grass, feeling it. I mean, maybe it's the feelings. Maybe it's just natural growing of children. But it definitely makes you wonder. Hey, is she vibing with the earth? And that's how she's, you know, the reason that she's wanting to do it. She loves nature. All right, sorry, let's turn into something else. We're gonna keep it going.
I need to know if this is happening to anybody else. I deposited some money into the bank, and they've asked me two different times I deposited money into the bank, and they've asked me where it's from. They're not, like, I can deposit money into my own bank account. Like, I don't need to tell you where I got this from. If it's a large amount of money, like a large sum, they have to report it to the IRS. Yes, I understand that. Both times I've deposited money that do not need to be required to be, you know, reported to the IRS. So like, are they linked up now? Like more than they were in the past? Because why am I having to tell the bank my money, where I got it from? First time was we sold an ATV, like a side-by-side, which is like an ATV type thing. Sold that, put it in the bank. It was less than what they need to report to the IRS, but they still asked me where I got it from. And I'm like, what? And the second time, just now, I went and deposited 3 different checks because me and 3 other families are going on a beach vacation. I put the Airbnb on my credit card. The credit card bill's coming out. So everybody's writing me checks for the amount that they owe. And I went and deposited it. And the bank was like, why do you have 3 different checks that are all for the same amount? What? I'm sorry. I have to now tell you where I'm getting my money? No, this is my bank account, and I can get money however I want legally and put it in my bank account. I don't need to tell you where I'm getting this money from. Like, are these banks asking these celebrities where they're getting their money from, where their cash flow is coming from?
No, they absolutely aren't. And this is why you need to hold your own keys, because when those banks close, you won't even have access to your money. You technically, all that money you put in there, it's going to be very hard to take it out. Guys, I do crypto. I come from the crypto side. Trust me. Trust me. When that crash happens, if something goes sour, we have seen this in other countries, including China, where real estate banks collapsed and they were like, hey, people swarmed the banks and they're like, I need money. And they didn't get money for weeks. What are you going to do if your bank doesn't dispense you money for weeks? Months? You're just gonna keep waiting. Oh, government's gonna do me right. Just gonna stick by them. I told them everything. You know, they should be looking after the mattress giants and mattress firms of the world. You know, the real people that are laundering, but not us regular consumers. I'm assuming that she may have gotten flagged because she was doing too many deposits potentially. She said she got many in the same kind. Maybe that's why they asked her. But I have heard that they do ask if you go above certain values, and maybe at this point when that digital full adoption comes in, maybe they'll ask every single time. They want to know. They want to be able to trace it. They want to make sure there's no laundering going on. How else are they going to know? What, just blindly trust it? Yeah. Look how that turned out. Now we got all these systems. Oh boy. No one following the rules anymore. No one's following the rules. All right, interesting, sad, but let's keep it going.
Lungs is breathing, but you don't breathe through your lungs. You only breathe when the oxygen's in the blood. You breathe through your blood, not through your lungs. So that's part of our miseducation, because we actually think we hear with our ears. You hear with your brain. The sound is picked up and put in the blood, and the blood takes it to the brain, and the brain hears. You hear with your brain, you see with your brain, you touch with your brain, you taste with your brain. So we got it. That's part of our miseducation I was telling you about. So the main thing is that the brain is a part of this, because you breathe through your brain. The biggest organ, the organ that takes the most oxygen, is your brain. So when you're starving for oxygen, your brain's starving for oxygen. When the brain says, I'm starving, I need more nutrients, so it's I better step up the estrogen, because estrogen holds moisture and nutrients. So it's going to throw your hormone level off. You see, so I know I got to balance your hormone level, because that's been thrown off. It's just basic kind of science. Anything that's different has a different pH, as they call it. P is potential, H is hydrogen. What is hydrogen's potential? To be acid or alkaline. So anything that's different has a different pH, has a different vitamin and mineral, protein, and hormone ratio. So I had to balance that ratio, because you're suffering with the wrong ratio, because the body says, I'm in a crisis.
Die for knowledge.
No, the only way you're going to know your hormones is if you actually go and get blood work done. So sometimes it's good to have a starting point, but you know, the things he said, I feel like potentially he's right. You know, it's not the lungs that are breathing, it's your brain that needs to breathe. Your brain needs the oxygen. I can correlate to that. Sounds like this guy's a doctor. I don't know doctor of what, but it sounds like he's figured some things out, and he's like, hey, blood is the thing that's carrying the oxygen, and oxygen is in the blood, and blood is the thing that need to breathe. Blood's moving all the things. I'm like, I got all these organs too, but the organs need the air and all this stuff, but none of that matters, I guess, because if your brain don't get oxygen, your estrogen going up. I guess that's good for a woman. You know, just don't breathe for a little bit and wait, no, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Oh my God, a bunch of women are gonna just stop breathing. I'm bringing my estrogen levels up. No, Teddy told me. No, I did not. Who am I even talking to right now? You stop it. Hey, are you a goon? Did you interact with the video? Did I forget to say this earlier? Interact with the video. Don't leave us hanging. We're growing. I'm getting you guys videos Monday through Friday. At least do this. Do this for us. Help the gang grow. All right, let's keep it going.
A water a day that will drown you, and it will flush out all of your minerals, and it will flush out all of your amino acids. So make sure that you're not drinking a gallon of water a day, even if you're dehydrated. The less you're supposed to drink is probably around, I say 32 ounces. The most you're supposed to drink is up to 50 ounces, especially if you're drinking juices, because it's super hydrative. So you don't have to drink your juices like that. Now, if you are drinking some type of spring water, don't drink no 64 ounces a day. You know, stay around that 50 ounce area. At the lowest, 32 ounces, y'all. because, you know, a lot of people get edema, you get very edemic from it. And again, it literally flushes out all of your minerals. So make sure that we're not drinking too much water. Water is very, H2O is very toxic when you drink it in large quantities. And that's the reason why they do not give it to babies. And they tell you don't give it to babies unless your baby is 6 months to a year old, because they know the toxemia of water and how it flushes out and how it imbalances the electrolyte spectrum inside the body.
Okay. At first, when he said the baby thing, I was like, yo, buddy, that's not why. But yeah, I think he is hitting on the right points, because babies' body weight and then therefore their water ratio, or 70% water, they don't want you messing with that ratio when it comes to babies. So they tell you not to give them water for, I think, almost a year. I don't think you give babies anything for almost a year. But every baby's different, you know, figure out what your baby needs. But it is very easy to mess up babies' biome by just giving them water when you didn't intend to. Hey, I thought everyone had water. No, not everyone wait, everyone does have water. Wait, what are you saying, Crazy Teddy? Never mind. Yeah, interesting. Definitely an interesting take. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, people in the comments have told me they're doing like salt in their water as well, which has been helping, like sea salt or Celtic salt. It's an interesting take. I definitely am impressed with the amount of goons that are making healthier choices. That's good. Hopefully this is helping someone out. Yeah, just stay hydrated. That's the goal.
Or honey over onions. Chances are your grandparents knew very well. They might have even made this remedy as it was common knowledge 70 years ago. The honey will begin to ferment and extract the onion's anti-inflammatory substances. Onions also contain allicin, a powerful natural antibiotic that is effective against throat and lung infections. Leave the jar on your kitchen counter. In about 12 hours, your medicinal syrup will be ready. You should make it at the first sign of a cold or flu, or if you're dealing with a stubborn cough.
Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but this man had all the remedies, and they took him out. But in all seriousness, this is true. Onions and honey date back to ancient times. Traditional medicine practices like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. It does contain antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant properties. While we're on the subject, I thought I'd provide a few more Ayurvedic remedies that you can use at home for various health issues. Number one is going to be ginger tea. It's anti-inflammatory and has immune-boosting properties. It can also help aid with digestion. This may also help alleviate coughs and colds. Next is going to be turmeric milk. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory. It can help boost your immune system, improve digestion, and reduce inflammation. Then we're going to have trifala. This is a herbal blend of 3 fruits, often used to help digestion and detoxify the body. Then we're going to have oil point. I've talked about this before, but coconut oil is a natural antibacterial, and swishing around in your mouth for a few minutes a day can help improve oral hygiene tremendously. Last but not least, we have almond powder, aka Indian gooseberry. This is going to be rich in vitamin C. It can help boost your immune system, improve digestion, and also help promote healthy hair, skin, and nails. A lot of the things needed to heal are already provided on the earth. We just need to know how to use them. God bless y'all. Have a great day.
Hey, good to know. I when he said the onion and honey, I was thinking Holes. You know, Holes. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie or read the book. I've done both. Great actor. Yeah, definitely onions. I guess why not just eat the onions whole at that point? But I guess a better way to extract it is through the honey. And then he said, hey, honey helps coughing as well. Or the onion honey syrup helps with coughing. I'm like, honey helps with coughing as well. You know, it's like, it's already doing that. But yeah, interesting. Good to know all these natural cures.
Drink no water, no, for 45 years. Water as you know it. Water only hydrates. If I have coconut water, I am going to more than hydrate. The original sports drink, coconut water is the most electrical food on the planet. It's the highest grown, and it's 100% water. And if I can do it at 76, not sick, 20/20 vision, my brain is expanding. I live where coconuts grow. Coconuts cannot grow in New York City, neither can I. I cannot grow where coconuts don't grow. So I'm here growing on coconuts rather than blank, empty, bottled water. We want structured water. Don't have me filling up my body with no 8 glasses of water a day. I have a limited capacity as to how much I can put into my body, and I want it to count.
Yo, as I was saying, stay hydrated. That's the key there. So even this guy hit on the amount of water you're consuming a day. Hey, I guess everyone's got their own. You know, just because they tell you 8 glasses a day doesn't mean everyone needs 8 glasses a day. Your body will tell you. I love the coconut water. I live with At least in my house, everyone drinks coconut water, but I have came across people that just don't like the taste, or they're like, hey, I just don't like water. I don't like coconut water. It just feels weird, tastes weird. And I'm like, hey, maybe you got to start forcing yourself if it's doing some hydration hacks here, you know? But this guy's definitely impressive. 45 years without drinking water, and it looks very agile for his age, you know? You think he said he was 70 something, and I'm like, hey, it's working. He must be grounding himself. That's why he's growing alongside the coconuts he's growing. Yeah, 100% he is. 100% he is. All right, let's keep it going.
Keep the phone in your pocket or you will exceed the as tested exposure guidelines. Now, how many of you knew that before today? Because they actually are now giving people this information. Telstra is telling you to use a hands-free device to keep a mobile phone away from the head and body. Because mobile phones and Wi-Fi devices emit pulsed microwave radiation. 900 times a minute, it's looking for a signal. It says to the tower, where are you? Here I am. Where are you? Here I am. It's smart. That's how it's supposed to do. Now, when the phone rings, the worst time for you to put a phone right next to your head is when you answer it and say hello, because it's smart and it goes to max power. And bone marrow, and look here at the radiation as it gets into the groin area. And that's just from having a mobile phone modeled into the pocket. The United States magazine Consumer Reports recently recommended that nobody keep a phone in their pocket. Nobody. And in fact, if phones were tested in pockets, they would exceed the as tested exposure guidelines, which is why Telstra has recently issued that advice.
Wow. I had no idea. I had no idea about this EMF protection or radiation protection. She's like two different things, I felt, but like they're hitting on both potentially. And then the picture of the groin. You know what's crazy? When we were trying to conceive, one of the things that we had read was like, don't keep cell phones in your pocket. And now I look at the diagram and I'm like, oh my God, did you see how close that thing was to your things? Oh my God. What if it's a... Wait, is that how you make mutant babies like X-Men? Wait, maybe that's what... Never mind. Never mind. Oh my God. Oh my God. ADHD brain. You guys already know. I want to know so many things. Hey, is this how I unlock the secrets? Oh boy, I'm doing my own experiments. You stay away. Never mind. But yeah, now this makes sense. Stay healthy, guys. Keep your devices far if you don't need to use them. Speakerphone's a thing. Yeah, stay healthy. That's all I can say.
Literally covered in mud. I got that pressure washer going, boys, banging. Right here's his back leg on the left side. It's turned like this. I gotta get this mud out, but I etched it out pretty deep. You see the water there. I gotta find a drainage hole. But now it's all muddy. Look at all that shit I carved out. I just gotta slop that stuff out. Yeah. Dragon, folks. That bump right there, that horn coming out of his head. Boy, this is muddy. Look at me. Up here, I'm seeing, I carved this out. There's his earlobe on this, on that face. His earlobe is folded up.
Wait, I thought he was near the head, and then the earlobe was like, oh, it must be one gigantic head. He saw a horn in the head and everything. I had a hard time visualizing the dragon, but that does not mean that in his timeline the dragon does not exist and he's uncovering the truth. Hopefully they don't silence you, brother. You're doing real work out there. You stay out there, make sure you're following all the OSHA, make sure you got your safety helmet on and your safety glasses. I worry for you, alright? You may be uncovering some hard truths here. We don't know. You keep digging and you fill us in. fill us in. It definitely looks like a very interesting thing. What else have we seen? Like we saw another video where there was like a cruise ship going and there was rocks in the water and they were like Godzilla. I'm like, that's just kind of what this appears to me. Maybe from afar it could look dragon-like, but from the close distance it's kind of hard for me to visualize it. But I ain't saying it's not there. I just am having a hard time visualizing it. So yeah, let's see more footage, more updates, and hopefully I'll get this guy again and we'll see if we can actually see the dragon. Maybe you guys can see it. I actually cannot right now. All right, let's keep it going.
Giant-sized beings would have giant-sized appetites, right? So what in Earth were they eating? Well, I think I found the answer. I was literally driving down the road in Maine yesterday for the first time in my life, and I stopped the brakes suddenly because I saw this. And you might not see it yet, but outlined in black here, just look at it for a second. Now check this out. Look at the darkness of the rock. Down to the eyeball and eyelid, all the way down more. This is the size of a bus. A big bus. Its head alone was bigger than my Jeep Wrangler. And you can even see it down to the back of its neck, how the scales form. This was a giant pre-flood alligator. Now follow along with me here because I tried to match these up. So eye and eye, can literally even see where the teeth kind of were jagged and connect. But follow me. The back of the eye, look, the same here. And then we scroll over. We have another row, just like up there. And then even further back, it goes from a larger row to a smaller row, just like the normal size alligator. This is a pre-flood giant alligator. And I took this picture. Now let's go back and look at the original and tell me you don't see the eye all the way down to its snout. And again, here's the comparison. This stuff existed. It really did. As hard as that might be to believe and wrap your head around, because we were all indoctrinated from birth to whatever your wake-up moment was. And mine wasn't that long ago. Not even really a year ago. So this stuff still fascinates me. This one especially because it's my first ever photo from my camera that I found a prehistoric, petrified, giant alligator. And this goes along with everything I'm saying. They don't want us to know this because then we know their narrative is total BS. We know that evolution is total BS, and it opens your mind to the fact that we're living in a created place. We're not just some random accident evolved from fish, monkey, apes into random humans. We're here for a purpose. You are special, you are important, and you have a job to do. And the sooner you figure out what that job is, maybe it's just helping people realize that they don't live in an accidental Big Bang place on a spinning ball going 400,000 miles per hour on a solar system, then you wake up to God. And maybe that's your purpose, to help people wake up to God. But as always, I'm just kidding. This is just random pareidolia. I don't really think that was a pre-flood alligator or crocodile. Maybe even a dragon. Who knows? Pareidolia only. Entertainment only.
Yeah, it definitely was. Wow, that was a lot. Oh my god! And we just came out of the dragon thing. Now we go back to the other guy, and I'm like, dude, you need to like put another reference picture of the dragon and put the correlations like this guy did, because I want to see the dragon from the other video now. But yeah, this guy highlighted this alligator head, and it definitely appeared to have similarities. I definitely saw this one a lot better than the other dragon one, and he tries to explain this as like, hey, giants were eating these giant animals. Hey, very well could be, but I don't know how we jump from that to going like, hey, that's it, evolution's bad and evolution's fake. And I'm like, wait, but what about all the work that Charles Darwin documented? Those finches' beaks grew bigger. You know, I'm like, this don't make sense. What if the animals just kept shrinking and that is a thing, you know? I mean, what if the giants kept shrinking and we're just what's left over of the giants? You don't know. You don't know. No one knows. All right, we're just going to do three more.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud? that 95% of the US population is brainwashed into believing that working 50 years of their life on a job that they don't really want to do and trading all of that for 5 to 10 years of quote unquote freedom, but it's not really freedom because you're old and you can't even enjoy it. It is unrealistic. It is quite frankly stupid.
Wow. Wow. That is basically retirement. I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, hopefully one day I can get to that stage. But the way that the systems are built around me, I don't know. I don't know. Teddy, you're going to make it. You're just going to be barely grasping on. Wait a second. Crazy Teddy, what about you? You're going to be barely grasping on too? Oh, man. Oh, man. But still, quite interesting. It's pretty much the system we were all being fed. And then soon our children's systems that they're going to be fed is like, it'll take 50 years to get a house. To get through college, you'll be in $200,000 of debt. While it's just the way it is. All the systems just take and take and take. You can't even live without being into debt. Can't even live without being into debt. Yeah, this kid, was that really a kid or was that like a filter on a grown adult? I've seen the kid filters. It's weird. You stop it if that's a kid if that's a grown adult doing the kid filter. You stop it. You stop it. But very interesting things. All right, 2 more.
So I microdosed with dolphins the other day. Because of course I did. Look at me. I mean, that completely fits my personal brand. And when I was underwater with them, I could hear them, the sonar, the ee, and it was so mystical and magical. And that night when I was in my meditation, I was like, oh, what were the dolphins saying to each other? And then it became clear to me, they were speaking to me. And I was like, wow. And so then I asked the mushrooms, because the mushrooms were still percolating in my consciousness, what were the dolphins saying to me? And so the mushroom said that the dolphins said, and yes, I do realize how I sound right now, but I'm just telling you what happened. The dolphins said that the caring people are very important. And the caring people have to keep caring. And even though it may seem easier to be an uncaring one, it's not. And that the self-care that the caring people need to do is building the strength in their heart to have their hearts broken over and over and over again, and to care less, but in fact care more. And so that is what the dolphins want from us. They want us to keep caring, and that the caring people must surround themselves with other caring people to care for them, because the heartbreak of the uncaring is inevitable. So, I mean, it's going to help me keep going and keep caring, even though, ow.
Hey, whatever helps you keep going. I didn't need to know this. I felt like, hey, the goons already have that gang, and we are all surrounded by like-minded goons. Hey, we're just here exploring, we're just understanding. And we have the support that you need. If in case you fall, we'll pick you right back up and we'll keep you going. We've helped so many others, why can't we help you? We got infinite energy, we got the Shivalingam. Can't you feel the energy? Oh boy, oh boy. Was she really microdosing with dolphins? She also gave the dolphins some shrooms and she's like, yeah, like get on the psilocybin, let's go. I don't know. I'm like, what the hell? No, she only did it and she went, what? You go swimming with the dolphins while you were on a little bit of psilocybin microdosing or LSD, whatever you may have been on? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why'd you have to do that in the first place? Did you not realize that, hey, respect and caring is like the most needed things in our universe, and the dolphin needed, I guess, and maybe the dolphin needed to tell you that. Sometimes dolphins need to tell you that. I'm telling you, goons, right now, be caring, be respectful, do positive things. Positive things will happen to you. I 100% believe you guys are here to spread that love. Spread the love. Keep doing the goon things. Keep gooning. All right, we got one more to end them all.
In the entertainment industry, when you see all the time doing this, you know the reason they're doing this is they're saying, ha ha ha, we got his eye. It's mocking Horus, it's mocking the good. One of the big secrets of Freemasonry is that the father becomes the son. Let's use Egypt as an example because it's an easy example. So the war went on between Osiris and Set.
Yes.
Okay.
Dark and light.
Yes. Set gathered together 72 of his cohorts and betrayed Osiris, stabbed him, and then cut him up into 13 pieces, scattered them across the planet. Then Isis, with the help of a couple of others who are less important in my opinion, Isis then came She found the pieces, but she didn't find the phallus. So she put them together, but she couldn't find the phallus. She knew that she needed to continue and propagate that bloodline because it was critical to what is happening now. If that bloodline hadn't continued, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing now. So she created, through magic, a golden phallus. Then she made love to Osiris that way. Then Horus was born. But the truth of that is Horus is Osiris reborn.
Okay.
So Horus is Osiris. They're not separate beings. They're one and the same thing. So then the battle continued between Horus and Set and went on and on. Set then took Horus's eye, took his eye out. Set, you could say the Setian consciousness is the dark, probably satanic, vampiric, parasitic consciousness that's here, right? So Set took Horus's eye. When you see in the entertainment industry, when you see all the time, doing this, you know the reason they're doing this? The reason they're doing this is they're saying, ha ha ha, we got his eye. We took his eye. So it's mocking. It's mocking Horus. It's mocking the good. So these cycles that have gone on, I could give you 10 other ones that were of the same principle.
Wow. I can't even believe this. I can't even believe this. This is literally the craziest story I've ever heard about why the celebrities are doing that, and it kind of makes sense, you know. And I didn't even know, like, the phallus was made by her, and then the guy that she birthed is the guy that she did. So in the end, the eye was taken from Osiris's. Oh my god, that's a lot. That's a interesting take. So all these guys are just saying, haha, we still have the eye as like a fu to us. Man, we're gonna win the simulation. That is the goal. You are a goon, we're gonna win. Guys, that is it. That was definitely an interesting backstory on why the celebrities are doing the eye thing. We've learned a lot. We've learned about the dragons, we've learned about the giants, the water. Make healthy choices, do good things, be good people. Guys, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh wait, right, there's videos on your screen right now. Watch them. Keep doing the goon things. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. All right, now goodbye.